friends, thanks for coming back to the channel. It's J. Rye,
Coco,
and Baby Del with his Chewbacca on. That's you!
Make the Chewbacca sound, Del. He's been practicing all morning.
Oh, I know. Hopefully we'll get it throughout the episode because he is making some amazing new sounds. The time we're filming this, Del is just over 4 months old. So
4 months and a half now.
4.5, yeah. So anyway, we have an all-new episode for you today, and it's called The Top 3 Reasons to Stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda. This is a unique hotel. This is the first time we had been able to stay here. And I'd been looking at this hotel for quite a while as we've stayed in Costa Rica, and this time we finally stayed there. So it's a fantastic resort, again, part of the Marriott family. And we're going to tell you today the top 3 reasons to stay right here at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda. Now, let's start with number 3. And the number 3 reason to stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda is the location. So this hotel is close to the main airport at the capital of Costa Rica, which is San Jose. So that right out the gate makes it, super convenient, especially if you're flying into the capital. Babe, what did you love about the location here?
Well, I like that it was close, like you said, close to the airport. There have been times where we've flown into Liberia and then we have to drive far to get to Fortuna. But this time we drove to we flew into San Jose, and after a long sleepless flight, it was nice to get there, within 20 minutes.
We were on the, that's true, we were on the 11 p.m. flight and got there at 5 in the morning, and yeah, Del slept, but we didn't sleep.
Yeah, Del slept comfortably in my arms all
That's right.
the entire flight.
The little prince, the little champ, for sure. So this hotel is close to the airport, close to the main airport at least. It's also close to the capital, of course, because it's you fly into San Jose, and that is the capital of Costa Rica. So lots of business goes on at this hotel. So lots of meetings, lots of meeting space, lots of golfing going on here as well. So we also had when we were eating breakfast, it also looked like there were a lot of business people.
Yes, there were a lot of businessmen in there. I saw them.
Coco at some point was the only woman in the restaurant. It was really funny. I
didn't notice it because I'm in my own world all the time, and it wasn't until he mentioned it that I was
what did I say? Do you remember?
Oh my God, I forgot.
I said, "Are you sure you're allowed in here?" Because it looked like it was some old smokers club or something, like only men allowed or something like that.
Men in suits.
Yeah, so I mean that's not the vibe of the hotel, but in this one time when we were having breakfast, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, a lot of businessmen for sure.
A lot of business goes on at this hotel, and one of the other things that I think is kind of cool about this location is that it's pretty hidden. So once you get to it, you come off of this pretty busy road, and it has this long entrance. And then once you're on the property, it's like you have no idea that the rest of the world in the traffic exists, because
it's true.
The capital city is very busy, of San Jose, Costa Rica. So once you get in the property, then it's like you're in a whole other world. And the way that it's landscaped, the way that the hotel is positioned, it's like you're in the heart of a lot of action, but you don't feel it.
Don't feel it.
Yeah.
It's like its own little world, its own little space.
Yeah, and
honestly, it didn't feel like I was in Costa Rica. It felt, I mentioned this a couple of times, it felt like I was in Mexico, where my dad's staying right now. Just the vibe, the Hacienda vibe.
Well, actually, that's a tip as to the number 2 reason. So, number 3 reason to stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda is the location. Now, let's get to number 2. And the number 2 reason to stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda Hotel is the layout. Coco just started talking about it. It's in the title of the hotel, Hacienda. So tell me what that means to you, babe.
Spanish architecture.
It has a really spread out feel. It's very like the building of the hotel is like flat. It's not a tall hotel, so it's just a couple stories tall, and it spreads and spreads and spreads.
Almost like a mission.
Yes, absolutely. It's a great way to describe it. And you can see like the detail. I was almost going to think that we should say the details as one of the top 3 reasons, but we'll include it here because there's just so much beauty everywhere you turn. And I jokingly said that another thing we could have said about this hotel is this hotel is known for its furniture, because everywhere you turn there's another sitting area. There's another set of furniture where you can sit. There's another place where you can sit and eat or talk, and then there's another little business center, and then there's another big, huge, bar. It's like there's just if I was in charge of that resort, the way the layout is so spread out, if I was in charge of like cleaning or the furniture or something, I would like lose my mind. I don't know how they keep track of it all. Like, everywhere you turn, it's just another area, nook, cranny, place to sit, place to eat, so many restaurants,
Right.
And then as you're going down the hallways, and even as you're in the rooms as well, it's like the Hacienda feel, all the use of tile, it's really well done,
Yeah, I really like the place.
Mm-hmm. One of the other great features of this place too, if you've stayed at Marriott's, we've stayed at a lot. Obviously, we do a lot of videos about Marriott's because we love them so much. But it's also very familiar because the layout of this hotel, the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda, is very similar to the layout of the Marriott Los Sueños, which we've also done a video about. So again, you could tell that they were done, I don't know, by the same group. Obviously it's the same group because it's Marriott, but I mean, like, you could tell the architects had kind of a similar plan when they did these. Also, the JW Marriott in Costa Rica has a very similar layout to this. There's also a video about that as well. So if you are a regular customer of Marriott's like we are, the familiarity, I think, is helpful. Like, there's the heart of the hotel where everything's going on, and then the wings of the rooms go out, and then you get to the other places where you may want to go have fun. But it feels familiar, and it feels comfortable because you're used to the way that the hotel kind of runs. Even when you pull in, there's the big elaborate fountain, and the valet area, also a signature of these hotels. So it's very familiar. Something that was different about this hotel that I thought was really cool in their layout is they had a giant multi-story outdoor courtyard, which was in the center of the hotel. So just as you come through the lobby, you're already like on the 3rd floor when you come in the lobby, and you walk out, and there's this big, huge courtyard, which is open air. And you look straight across, there's a giant bar on the 3rd floor. You look down at the 2nd floor, there's all these restaurants, just plants, trees, palms growing up in this courtyard, trying to, reach the sky. It's a different layout, and that was kind of cool because I felt at any given point, yes sir, at any given point as you're walking through the hotel, there's lots of open air. You're in Costa Rica. You want to feel the weather. You want to feel the tropicality, and this hotel definitely accomplishes that. Right, bud?
He agrees.
Yes. Del was very happy there, and Del was a star at the hotel too because he was getting everyone's attention. Yes, he's really good at that. Anyway, the number 2 reason to stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda is the layout. Now, let's get to number 1. And the number 1 reason to stay at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda Hotel is the amenities. So there's a lot of great stuff that you can do at this hotel. Obviously, that's why we made it number 1. Babe, what was something that you loved the most about the amenities at this hotel?
I thought the pool area was really nice.
Yep.
And I liked that they had a spa, and I also liked that they had a beauty salon. I didn't get to go in them, but I just thought it was very unique that there was a beauty salon there.
Absolutely.
And I didn't get to look like at the services that they provide, but I mean, still a beauty salon. I like imagine maybe, you know, nails, pedi, waxing, manis. I don't know, but I thought that was pretty neat and unique. I hadn't seen that at all. And that would have been nice to have when I was pregnant and we were staying out there.
Yeah. Well, they did have that at Los Sueños, but it was closed because of pandemic at that time. I do. It was right over by the little cafe. But
I remember that spa.
Right. So she mentioned the pool. Let's start with the pool. So the pool here at the Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda it's two large pools, and they're separated by like a floor. So there's one on the upper level, there's one on the bottom level, and then the upper level has like a fountain, you know, that drops down into the pool on the bottom level. There's a lot of sun at these pools at the right time of day, so if you want to get your sunbathing in, you can absolutely do that. They have food around the pool. They have a bar. They've got people serving out there. So the pool definitely is a hit. There were lots of people out, you know, both days that we were staying there. So there's that. Also the spa and the salon. So one of the things about, you know, these Marriott locations is that they create an environment where you don't need to leave. And so that's really clever on their behalf because, you know, you stay there, you probably spend a little bit more, but you don't need to leave the resort. Like Coco said, like you could get a massage, you could be at the spa, you could get your hair done, you can get your nails done. What? What, bud? And you know, I was gonna say, you know, another amenity that was very popular with some of the guests because there was a lot of business going on there is the golf. So there's a driving range, and you can see that when you're looking out from the restaurants. Oh my goodness, I know. You wanted to go golfing too. So they have a big driving range there. They have a pro shop in the very bottom of the hotel going out that direction as well. And you know, I mean, I don't golf, but you know, golf courses, you know, when they're around the hotel, oh, now you want to look around again. That's, they're nice to look at, you know? It's like, we were there in dry season, so like it wasn't like, you know, pristine green, but that's okay. I mean, you know, golf courses, you know, use a lot of water anyway. But lots of people there playing golf, lots of people there at least just practicing, putting. And you know, it was really popular. Like people, you could tell that there were a lot of golfers there. You know, like that was one of the reasons that some people booked for sure. Dell is too small for the kids' land that they had there, but we did film it for you anyway, so you can take a quick look at it. So, not a lot of kids on this stay, but they're ready for the kids with the pool. And then also with the playland. So yeah, definitely these Marriott type properties, you know, are so massive. These, you know, hacienda style layouts that you know, I feel that they try and get all of the hotel spend that they can, whether it's people who are for business, like we said, or families, or people who just want like a romantic getaway, because they really find a way with the giant, overwhelming size of these properties to take care of everybody. There's something there that everybody is going to enjoy, for sure. I thought it was cool that the hotel, even though it was very similar to Los Sueños, you know, they had a very distinctively different paint. So it's like, well, this was the yellow version of the hotel. And then when you look at Los Sueños, it's similar. And that one's like a brick red, you know. But yeah, Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda, you know, the amenities there were fantastic. Babe, anything we forgot about this place?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, the restaurants were pretty good. They offered good selection of foods.
They did.
I think we liked the bar menu more than we liked the regular lunch and dinner menu.
Yeah, the lunch and dinner menu at the main restaurant was kind of heavy, you know, so like more formal. We didn't need like a whole steak or a whole like giant chicken breast with multiple sides when we wanted to eat. So gosh darn it, I think the restaurant was called Bar 10, I think. And that, we ended up ordering off that menu more than we ordered off the regular restaurant menu. And they'll do it for you even if the bar isn't open, so you can just ask for that if you want more chips and guac or ceviche or the Marriott hamburger, the famous Marriott hamburger that Coco loves so much too. So anyway, they're there to serve, they're there to take care of you, and especially because you're in Costa Rica, you are going to get great service. So definitely just ask, and they'll be happy to take care of you. So anyway, Mr. Dell needs some attention and needs playtime, so we're going to wrap this up. Anyway, it is the top 3 reasons to stay at Marriott Costa Rica Hacienda. Number 3, the location. Number 2, the layout. Number 1, the amenities. We could tell you all sorts of other things about the resort as well. Hit us up in the comments. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's J. Rye.
And Coco.
And Antsy Dell. It's J. Rye World right here on Instagram and on YouTube. Don't forget to look at all of the channels now. The channel has split into 4 different channels now, so take a look at all of them. There's J. Rye World Disney. Obviously, you know what that's about. There's J. Rye World Costa Rica, which you understand what that's about. And now there's also J. Rye World Reviews. And those are for hotel reviews and things like this video right here. More channels are being split in the future. So anyway, just subscribe to them all. We appreciate your support. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.